Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Jupiter's return to Capricorn from 14th of September to 20th November. It's a short visit back to its debilitation sign, and it is going to be there with Saturn as well. So, how is it going to affect, and what are the things we should be careful about? Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Jupiter's return to Capricorn. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. So, Jupiter goes back into Capricorn on 14th of September, and it will stay there for 2 months till 20th of November. Now, as it comes into Capricorn, it is retrograding back. And what is happening is that this is a much easier transit of Jupiter in Capricorn. Although Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn, Saturn is already there. So Saturn is helping Jupiter and canceling the debilitation. That means it won't be that complex. Secondly, there is no Jupiter-Saturn exact conjunction. So they don't clash, they don't meet up. That happened already in December 2020. So we've already dealt with that. And a third most important factor is that Jupiter's exact debilitation is at 5 degrees of Capricorn, which is in Uttara Ashada Nakshatra. And now Jupiter is going to remain in Dhanishta Nakshatra, and it's in the late degrees of Capricorn. So therefore, it is not going to have the same impact or the same stress factor that Jupiter was experiencing. So first, of course, the first month, Jupiter is retrograde, and it goes direct on 17th of October. And as it goes direct, then it will have 1 month to complete in the direct motion. At present, whenever a planet is retrograding, it is going back over old stuff, and it is not as yet ready to give its impact. So I feel even though Jupiter in Capricorn is its debilitation sign, as Jupiter ends the transit after the retrograde is over, he's going to be quite okay and pleasant, and we don't have anything to worry about. It's just a transit, and it will be depending on what house he's transiting for you. And of course, Sagittarius and Pisces, who is a Lagna Lord, there is a bit of a, underlying quality that they may feel. I'll talk about it in the signs, but otherwise, this is a short transit, short and sweet. And the main thing that we have to be concerned about is when Jupiter slows down to go direct. So it is 17th of October. So you can watch 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. And that is the time when if you're traveling or doing something, there can be some unexpected aspect, or there can be some change of mind and things are slowing down. Actually, 17th, 18th is very important because Mercury is also going direct on the same day. So two planets doing similar things sometimes can be stressful. But I would say, as far as stress factors concerned, you're not going to feel a great stress factor. Only thing is that when Jupiter's in Capricorn, he feels dissatisfied. He's not at its full glory. He's not generous. He's not wanting to give you things as he would do in other signs. So we do need to be aware of it. However, if you have planets in late Capricorn, then Jupiter is going to be blessing you and giving you something. He never is without gifts for you. So I would say that it is a transit to watch, but not to be worried about or stressed about. So when we are looking at what are the results, look at it from your Lagna, ascendant, or moon sign. Aries, Jupiter in Capricorn is in your 10th house. So he's telling you to focus on career. Saturn is also there. Jupiter is a good planet for you. So pay attention, be practical. Jupiter in Capricorn is very practical, down to earth, realistic. So these are the qualities that we feel with Capricorn. So I think that if you are all having this down to earth, this is what it is, state of mind, then you will enjoy Jupiter in Capricorn transit. Taurus, Jupiter is in your 9th house, study, education, higher mind, higher learning. Saturn is also there, so that is a focus that has been there. It's a short transit for you. As things go, it is not a major energy. Gemini, Capricorn is your 8th house. So having Jupiter and Saturn both in your 8th house, it is more stressful for you. Saturn is already there for the long haul, and Jupiter coming to Capricorn as well. So I would say these next 2 months, be cautious, and sometimes they can be unexpected changes professionally, or also some issues that can come up with the partners and spouses. So watch out for them. I think it's best to wait till Jupiter goes back into Aquarius before making any major decisions. Cancer, Jupiter goes back to your 7th house. That is good news for you. You've just been having Saturn there, so Jupiter will give a much easier energy for you as far as relationships are concerned. It won't be all about duty and responsibility, although Jupiter is in Capricorn, so he will add his flavor, but he will be aspecting your ascendant, so makes life easier for you as well. Leo, Capricorn is your 6th house. So Jupiter in Aquarius was quite good for you because it was aspecting your ascendant. So now for 2 months, Jupiter is not aspecting the ascendant. So it is important to keep your head down, do your work. A good remedy for Jupiter and Capricorn is karma yoga. Do something selfless for somebody else, look after people who work with you. But you can feel a bit restricted during this transit, so watch it. Virgo, Capricorn is your 5th house, ideas, creativity. During this transit of Jupiter in Capricorn, Mercury is quite well placed. So I would say that Mercury is giving you a boost, and Jupiter will be aspecting your ascendant by its 9th aspect or the moon sign. So I would say it's easy for you to handle, focus on creativity, ideas, children. Libra, Capricorn is your 4th house, home, happiness. So those are the areas you would think about. Saturn is there. Saturn gives a little bit more heaviness. Jupiter can lighten the load a bit. So watch for that. Scorpio, Jupiter is in your 3rd house of self-effort, action. Sometimes Jupiter can take a more glass is half empty view of life. So, you can think that, there's no point making effort, I'm not getting results. And I think be careful about that attitude. And but Jupiter from Capricorn aspects your 9th house of good luck, 11th house of money. So I would say that there's quite a lot of positive in this short transit as well. Now, Sagittarius, Jupiter is your Lagna Lord. So he goes into the 2nd house. He is also debilitated. So all Sagittarius, whether it's moon or ascendant, should think about their health, because debilitated planets can throw up some health challenges. But mostly I think it is about your savings. And Jupiter comes once in 12 years to Capricorn. So this may be a good time for you to think about what are you doing with your saving? What are you doing about your future financial planning? And I found that last time when Jupiter was in Capricorn, he was good for financial planning. So think about that and how you can organize yourself. Capricorn, Jupiter comes into the Lagna. It will give you some general feel-good factor, because Jupiter by transit, whether he's debilitated or not, he's always wanting to do something good for you. And he can bring some respect, people paying attention to you. You've been under a lot of pressure because of Saturn's transit. So having Jupiter there is a good relief. Aquarius, Jupiter goes into your 12th house and Saturn is there. This can take you abroad, foreign travel, but it can also make you feel unsettled. I would say just watch out for your expenses, because that is the most important thing. Pisces, Jupiter is your Lagna Lord. It is in your 11th house of earnings, and it's also debilitated. So as the Lagna Lord or Moon Lord, debilitated means you'll feel lack of confidence. You can also feel lack of energy, good time to think about health. But I think it's also a good time to think about your earnings and which are the sources of your income and how can you sort out that, because Jupiter is very practical, down to earth. So that would be a good idea. So that is it for today. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. I'm doing number of new videos and also new tutoring videos, so do look out for it. Thank you.